Have you all watched the film哪吒during the Spring Festival? When I was 5, my grandfather first told me the legend of哪吒, how a rebellious child god defied the heavens to protect humanity. That moment ignited my lifelong obsession with myth. Like many of you, I grew up enchanted by these stories until I stumbled upon something that shattered everything I thought I knew about Chinese mythology. What if I told you our beloved tales of flying immortals and cosmic battles are merely fragments of a lost universe? In 1986, farmers digging a duck pond in Sichuan uncovered bronze trees taller than basketball hoops and masked with dragon snouts. Artifacts so alien, archaeologists initially thought that they were fakes. This is Sanxingdui, a 3,200-year-old civilization that worshipped golden sunbirds through sacred trees, then vanished without a trace. Many of us have heard the story of Jack and the Beanstalk when we were young, in which the bean stems grow upwards into the sky. While Jack used a beanstalk to reach the heaven, the ancient Shu people cast bronze trees as their celestial ladders. The original stairway to heaven, forged 1,000 years before Homer wrote the Odyssey. In addition to admiring the divine path, the ancestors of Sanxingdui had another reason to admire the divine tree, which was their longing for the sun. In Western Greek mythology, there is a legend of the sun god Apollo, but in the minds of the Sanxingdui people, the sun is transformed into golden birds. 10 golden birds go to 3 divine trees to rest in order every day, which causes a daily transition between dawn and dusk in Sanxingdui people's belief system. Wait, does the legend of these 10 suns sound a bit familiar to you? Yes, the story that Chinese people often heard when they were young tells the legend of these 10 suns. Hou Yi one day took a bow and arrow and shot down 9 of the 10 suns that were making trouble in the sky at the same time, bringing people peace. These interesting myths can all be found in Sanxingdui. The huge bronze divine tree unearthed from the Sanxingdui site is one of the most famous relics in the museum. Scholars now confirm this sacred tree wasn't just a ritual object. It is a Frankenstein of 3 mythic trees combined: Fusang, Jianmu, and Ruomu. Standing 3 meters tall, this bronze marvel required 21st century engineers to use 3D modeling just to decode its 3,200-year assembly manual. Imagine building instructions reading in Shang Dynasty Oracle bone script. Through these relics, we can imagine how the ancestors of Sanxingdui turned myth and legends into bronzeware and believed in those natural elements. The divine tree has only 9 bronze branches nowadays, on which golden birds stand. What about the missing 10th sunbird atop the tree? We always thought it was destroyed. New evidence suggests it may have been designed to fly. A bronze SpaceX rocket pointing to the sun, programmed for launch in 1200 BCE. Although this is still a hypothesis, when we compare the bronze wings with modern aircraft design blueprints, we are astonished to realize that humanity's longing for the sky has been a constant throughout history. These divine trees not only represent the ancient Shu people's worship of the sun, but also represent the ancient ancestors' reverence for nature. As my favorite bronze artifact, it carries countless mysteries and uncovers relics that are so bizarre and huge, which is why Sanxingdui fascinates me so much. It is because I love exploring the mysterious stories hidden in cultural relics that I am delighted to know more about the site, both online and visiting the museum in person. When I first went to Sanxingdui Museum, I was curious of how would local people think about this famous archaeology site. Nevertheless, among all of the residents, there are just few of them who clearly knows what is Sanxingdui and why would it be so famous. It was such a stunning experience that I found out even the children in the village knew nothing about the historical relics discovered at their front door. Therefore, I took part in a book donation activity in a library established in the village, recommended by the National Middle School Archaeology Alliance, hoping to offer them more opportunities to get in touch with interesting historical facts. I found the history books on the bookshelf at home, bought some new books, and attached postcards with my own thoughts. When I first received drawings and letters from children who read these books, I was deeply moved by their passion for history. Although I cannot completely change the education status and resource level of Sanxingdui village, I believe that every effort can make a difference. But what I want to do is not just that, because I don't want the impression of studying history to be dull in everyone's eyes. So I created an account on RedNote after I released a vlog about Sanxingdui on X and Facebook, which will occasionally share interesting historical stories, recommend books related to history that I like, or take pictures of my experiences at museums. I really hope to use this interesting method to popularize this history and culture of Sanxingdui to everyone. If you have been touched or inspired by me, I wish that you can start learning about Sanxingdui and other historical sites in your own way. Now I'm also collaborating with the exhibition of Adventure of Sanxingdui, established by Sanxingdui Museum right here in Shenzhen. In addition, I'm very honored to have been invited to be a sharer and to be the only high school student representative of this exhibition. The relevant content will also be updated on my RedNote account in the future as well. So the first question, what is the most prominent worship of Sanxingdui people? And second question, what do people in Sanxingdui create to symbolize the sun? And the third question, how many birds currently exist on the bronze tree? Archaeology is such an interesting discipline, and there are many more stories about Sanxingdui awaiting to be discovered. At the same time, I hope to call on more people to join the book donation activity in Sanxingdui Village Library. Just take out any book on the bookshelf that you think is worth recommending to more people, and then attach some small thoughts on the inside of the book cover to make a contribution to the local people. Next time you see those alien Sanxingdui masks, remember, these aren't bizarre artifacts created by aliens. They're 32-century-old smiles, the Mona Lisa grins of Bronze Age China, awaiting 3,200 years to connect with your curious gaze. Thank you for listening.